Good day, everyone. My name is Nikki Jean R. Altariba from Grade 12 Capricorn. We are going to talk about the Microsoft Excel and SPSS. Are you ready to listen? Let's begin.
Are you familiar with these pictures? Correct. The first one, the color green one, is Microsoft Excel. And the second one, the color blue, is SPSS. So first, we're going to find out what is Microsoft Excel, what is Microsoft Excel used for, what are some uses of Microsoft Excel, what is the importance of Microsoft Excel in our daily life and business life, what are Microsoft Excel components or parts. So what is Microsoft Excel? Microsoft Excel is a software program created by Microsoft and a component of its Office product group for business applications. Microsoft Excel allows users to format, organize, and calculate data in a spreadsheet. Spreadsheet contains a table with various numbers of rows and columns. Next is, what is Microsoft Excel used for? Microsoft Excel is a program in the Office 365 suite typically used to store, sort, and manipulate data. What are some uses of Microsoft Excel? The first one is education. Use of table styles, shapes, charts, data tools, and formulas in the classrooms, and it provides a visual representation of data. The second one is business. The business can use Microsoft Excel to perform goal setting, budgeting process, and planning. Also, financial services and financial accounting are the areas of finance that rely on and benefit from Excel spreadsheet the most. The third one is goal setting and planning. Microsoft Excel provides a wide range of templates which can be used for organizational as well as personal goal setting and planning. Next is, what is importance of Microsoft Excel in our daily life and business life? The first one is availability of online access. The second is bring all the data in one place. The third one is easy computation solutions. The fourth one is option of formatting. Lastly is charts for analysis. Next is the components or parts of the Microsoft Excel. The first one is toolbars. It is an area where you can add Excel-related commands to your program. The second is name box. It is a feature in Microsoft Excel that allows you to create a name range or cell reference. The third one is formula bar. It is a special toolbar at the top of the Excel worksheet window labeled with function symbol. The fourth one is worksheet window. It contains commands to display, edit, enter, and save data. The fifth one is cell. It intersection of row and a column. Column is identified as letter while row is identified by numbers. 6. Column headings. It is a heading that identifies a column of a worksheet. 7. Row headings. It identifies a row on a worksheet. The eighth one is Office Assistant. It is an animated feature designed to offer assistance with any task you want to perform. The ninth one is Navigation Buttons. It is an easy way to understand a workbook's layout, see what elements exist within the workbook, and navigate directly to those elements. The last one is Sheet tabs. It is a tab that is used for displaying the worksheet that is currently being edited by the users. I will show you how to calculate the average scores of the students. First, we go to Excel. Then you can see in there, there's a spreadsheet. Then we go to Home. So you can see in there's a fill color. So you can choose whatever color you want. So I choose the yellow one. So just follow the process on the other column. Then after that, you can start typing words. So let's say student's name. So Jack, Kimberly, Kevin, Jean, and Bella. Then after that, here I was typing their exam score and quiz score and output score, because I was trying to get the student's average score. So you can drag it like that on your keyboard. There's an arrow in there, so that it can make it simple for you. Easy for you. Then the last one is the total. So here I will type their scores on their exam, quiz, and output. Say 40, 35, 30, 45, 38. For quiz is 20, 25, 18, 30, 22. For output is 36, 47, 30, 45, and 42. So here, the numbers are not in the centers. So you can just go to home, then there's a center paragraph there. Then, if you don't want to repeat it again and again, just drag it from until here. From here until here, just follow it on the other column. Then click the center paragraph, and there you go. The numbers are on the center. So there's the total here. Then let's put average in here. So forgetting the total, let's add the exam score, quiz score, and output score. The formula is equals sum, open parentheses, then click the first arrow, which is the 40, 20, and 36. Then close parentheses and enter. And there you go. And just repeat the process on the other column also. There you go. So for the final For the final, we'll get the average. The formula is equals average, then open parentheses, then you just drag from the top until the bottom, then close parentheses and enter. So you just repeat the process in the other column also. In the top to bottom, then there you go. So that's all.
Let's move on to SPSS. We are going to find out what is SPSS, what can SPSS be used in, what are some features of SPSS. So what is SPSS? SPSS or stands for Statistical Package for the Social Sciences, also known as IBM SPSS Statistics. It is a software package used for analysis of statistical data and data management. It allows users to analyze and interpret data from various sources such as surveys, experiments, and observational studies. Next is, what can SPSS be used in? The first one is banking, finance, insurance, manufacturing, market research, healthcare, retail, and government. Next is, what are some features of SPSS? The first one is quite easy to understand and use. Next is, then includes a variety of data management and editing tools. The third one is to provide the ability to conduct in-depth analysis. The fourth one is it provides features of excellent reporting and presentation. The next is the formula of mean and standard deviation. The first picture is the standard deviation formula. The second picture is the mean formula. So, how to get the mean and standard deviation using SPSS? To get the mean and standard deviation, choose and click Analyze, then Descriptive Statistic, and then Descriptive. In getting the mean and the standard deviation, this can be done by selecting it on the left and click the blue arrow one. Then click Options on the upper right, then select the mean and the standard deviation, then press Continue and then press OK. So, the result will appear in the SPSS output viewer. I hope you learned something from my video. Thank you!